How can this be? Was this creature's rebirth Zorba's plan all along?
If it escapes, if it makes it to the city...
It spotted us!
His Highness's home must still stand when he returns. I will end this here!
Another city in ruins. Never again. It dies or I do.
It's coming!
Look at the size of that thing.
It would be catastrophic if it breached the city! We must stop it!
But how are we supposed to kill something this huge?
Look there! That can be little else but the heart. Surely to strike there would give it pause.
But it's too high up for our weapons to reach. Do we use magic?
A viable plan. Yet surely if we can knock the creature down first, its heart will be close enough to strike with steel.
Then we bludgeon the torso, knock the wind out of it. Hard to miss a target that size, at least.
Start by attacking the body!
No holding back! What a mess. Let's do this!
It's up to you now. I will fight with pride. I'm all prepared.
Join with me! No, not this. Come! Not now. Right there!
The power of life itself is in my hands. Let's make an end of it!
Let's do this!
Not done yet. Bloody not good!
Is that all?
Let's work together!
We'll team up!
Let's push through!
We did it! Now we can go for its heart!
I stand ready. Let us fight as one. Not now. Take this!
Ah! Ah!
It's okay. I won't hold back!
Observe the enemy. Join with me! Right there!
What's that? I think something's coming! Watch out!
After me!
It's up to you now. I will fight with pride. Lend me your strength. Maybe there's a better choice.
What? The shell's back to normal! That arm seems to restore the shell. It might take some effort, but maybe we should try taking that part out.
Allies, together! Let justice prevail! Take this!
Now, what's the play? I shall vanquish evil. No, not this. Let's get on with it!
You can do this! By this power. Maybe not. With healing power.
Helpful as ever.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Oh, power of heroes!
I can't afford to hold back. Healer! Perhaps not. Let's do this! Are you prepared? Are you well?
I knew you'd help.
Was needed. Nothing.
We'll do this together!
I'm counting on you!
A tough one.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Huh! Right there! Still standing, I see.
Let's get on with it!
Let's do this!
This!
One arm down. Now let's work on the other. Now, aim for the heart.
It's okay. Seeker! The blade's edge!
Huh! Take this!
The pap. Let's do this! Not the right move. I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down!
The freedom of a wanderer. I won't hold back! I'll cut through!
It's still up?
I think those soldiers are coming again. I know! I could cause a scene inside and distract the soldiers. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I did it! Just... let me rest a bit.
Join with me! Perhaps not this. Huh! Right there! They yet cling to life.
Now, let's get on with it!
Let my power support you.
Right on time!
Did it!
Nice play.
Job, everyone! Talk about a close call!
Let's work together.
Let me help!
All right. How's that?
Now! Aim for the heart!
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Huh! Take this! Worthy foe after all.
I call upon royal power within!
Let's stay calm. Let's set it up!
Coordination is key!
I know I can trust you with our lives.
I shall rise to the occasion. I'd expect no less. Finally. It's over.
You have my sincerest thanks. You risked your life to protect the capital.
We barely protected anything. The royal capital's in chaos, and Grius was one of us. And now he's gone.
Stroll?
On the morning of the funeral, I promised Maria that we'd all be back that evening. Break bread together again. I fought with everything I had, but it doesn't erase the past. It's a hard lesson, but one so obvious. I only wish I'd learned it sooner. What can I begin to tell Maria?
We did all we could, Stroll.
And it wasn't enough. Maria's an orphan now. I hate how powerless I am. I should never have made a promise I couldn't keep.
Listen, Stroll. Alcest made his choice. To live and die for his country. If not for him, His Highness would not be alive now. And I'd not have met you or learned the truth myself. He and everyone else that fell here did not die in vain. And you have not fought in vain either.
There! It's them!
Thank you so much. I thought I'd never see my family again. I'll never take my life for granted again. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, no, we didn't do much.
May the teachings guide and protect you. Close your ear.
So you're the ones who put a stop to that madman's scheme, and killed the human besides. Now the soldiers might rest in peace. Seeing that there are others who can take those monsters down, it means we don't have to rely on Luis. It gives us hope. Thank you.
To think there were people watching us without our knowing. Hope, eh? Feels like it's been hard to come by lately.
'Tis a thing easily promised and hard won. But once you have it, it pushes you onward, so long as you let it.
Yes, you're right. It's a shame we couldn't get anything out of Zorba.
We still need to kill Luis, or the prince's curse will never be lifted. If not even Grius could do it, what chance do we have?
Do you recall, just before Luis would have been struck, he was shielded by some manner of magic?
Are you saying it would happen again? That Luis would be impervious to our attack?
What? That's ridiculous!
Well, we'll get nowhere with idle guesses. To test the theory, we have to find him.
I'll see if my contacts in the Guard have any threads to pursue.
Whoa, that'd be great. The Knights are bound to have more reach than us. And we don't have much to go on otherwise.
But under the circumstances, I expect their forces to be in considerable disarray for a while yet. Don't expect too much.
I've my own matters to attend to. If I floundered this much against Zorba, I'll not stand a chance against Luis. We have to get stronger.
Well, until we've got a lead on Luis, let's make sure we use our time wisely, okay?
Let's hone our skills as best we can.
A fine idea. We can never be complacent in our strength.
In any case, let's head back to the inn. And I want to check on Maria, too.
Your attention, please, ladies and gents. We've all seen the royal palace up in the sky, plus a massive magical rock, apparently. All very shocking, I'm positively staggered. Moving on! The bit that gets me is all this talk of the next king. Word is they'll be chosen based on the people's will. Everyone gets a say, but right now, I suppose we ought to talk about all those other faces up on the rock, hadn't we?
Oh, I was wondering about those.
Now, the Sanctus Church has looked into it, and it seems like size matters. More public support, bigger face on the rock, etc. Looks like we've got Sanctifex Forden in the lead, and Count Luis hot on his trail.
Well, naturally, Sanctifex Forden is at the top. The real surprise is how anyone else is that close behind him.
Oh, come off it, Count Luis! He's a man's man, a real pillar of strength!
Ugh, wake up, would you? Haven't you seen what's happened to the Grand Cathedral?
Hold your horses now, everyone. Just calm down. It won't do to just focus on the front runners, will it? There are many more pieces in play here. Take a look. Anyone who gets the people's support might be crowned. Anyone. Well, you could do it. Well, I could do it if I liked. Looks like we've quite a few new aspirants up there. All bright-eyed and ambitious monarchs to be. Had I a seat, I'd be on the edge of it.
Hold on, aren't you a town crier for the church? They're not going to like you going on about all these other faces.
Oh, please. The Sanctifex's lead isn't so fragile that I could jeopardize it. Besides, a good race would be some terrific entertainment, eh? Keep your eyes up and your ears open, ladies and gents. Albus Batlin, the crier, is going to have all the latest on these promising candidates.
Welcome back. I've heard the news. You took down those dastards under Luis's command, did you?
We took down just one of his agents.
Come now. That's plenty cause for celebration. You've done a fine thing. I hope this helps him rest in peace.
I will see his dreams fulfilled. I promise you that.
How's Maria holding up?
Still cooped up in her room. She's not eaten a thing.
The city sure isn't astir. I thought it might be news of defeating the human. But there's more to it than that.
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king. Candidates are coming out of the woodwork.
Speaking of which, I've actually heard another rumor. They say Sanctifex Forden's planning some sort of grand announcement. Word among the Sanctus Church is that it's bound to bring Luis out of hiding.
Really? That'd be great if it's true.
The announcement is supposedly on the 22nd. They'd not be talking about such an exact date if there weren't some truth to it.
We'd best wait before we plan our next move, then. Might not have much of a choice, in truth.
We have waited long enough to rule this land.
Scheming king. What sort of man has a contingency plan for his own death?
That face in the sky, is that really the king?
We didn't listen to some blasted rock. Name the new king under our authority and be done with it.
The populace would reject it outright. As it is so clearly born from the king's magic, they trust this decree as the king's own. That aside, when that assassin tried to claim Luis's head, I saw some strange magic foil his killing blow. Is that also the king's doing?
Is that not why we sent for that professed curse-breaker scholar or some such? Send her in, and let us hear her findings.
'Tis an honor, esteemed nobles. I am Rella Melanchorophus Cygnus, daughter of House Cygnus.
Yes, all right, spare us the pleasantries. We want the facts, girl.
Oh, well, concerning the magic that seemed to save Count Luis's life, we've seen similar incidents in different places. It would seem this magic's purpose is to ensure that the coronation cannot be decided by force, only by the trust of the people. If those who have earned a measure of the people's trust are being shielded, it must be by the king's magic. At least, that is my belief.
So what? You're telling me that blasted Luis is invincible now? Damnation!
How distressing. Yet one wonders, is our risen king observing each individual conflict between his aspirants?
I cannot say how it's triggered. Only the king would know the exact conditions, and we obviously cannot simply ask. Though, I can say there is one certain means of bypassing it. A duel could overcome this sorcery.
So they can be killed, but not murdered. Certainly a petty distinction I could only expect from such a blind romanticist.
And, that is everything I know. At the moment, that is.
At this point, Luis's public support rivals our own. Disappointing, really, that so many would desire his vision of shepherd and livestock.
Beasts, the lot of them. A dog is happiest on its leash.
They seek a king with strength, do they? Then let us give them a display of our own power, with grace, nobility, and civility.
Assassins dying in the streets. The people locked in an inescapable power struggle. What was His Majesty thinking?
It would seem the disaster was averted. Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty?
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me?
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alces in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her...
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.